we are not in 1930s Germany. This is nothing like that. This is nothing at all like that. Yeah, man. All right, welcome back. I'm J-Star. Today, we're reacting to Rev Says Dace. All right, let's hear it. Right.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the latest and very satisfying news involving Hassan Piker. Now, one of the biggest frustrations involving this guy is the fact that he seemingly avoids
getting away with
consequences for his actions, but based on recent developments, it appears that narrative might be changing. You can see the look of dread and despair on Hassan's face from a recent stream where live on Twitch he discovered that the Cuban operative who brought him into Cuba for that humanitarian effort a few months ago has been detained by United States federal agents. And now Hassan is actually getting nervous, even dreading the possibility of going to jail for these related circumstances. A lot of prayers might be answered if this actually happens, but I want to start off this video by giving a quick update to Hassan over the past day or so since the stream. Things have actually developed. Not only has this communist operative been detained, he's also lost his legal status courtesy of the Secretary of State, putting Hassan in a very, very precarious position to say the least. Now, for those who don't know, or those who need a reminder, Hassan and a bunch of millionaire influencers, they went over to Cuba for a humanitarian effort, which was really just a glorified vacation, and the hypocrisy was on full display. Even Cuban outlets were pointing this out because Hassan was wearing an outfit that was worth more than the average Cuban salary. For people like Hassan and the other influencers, this was basically a safari where they got to observe struggling people from a safe distance while bootlicking the communist regime that was making it happen.
Okay, well, the average American salary is like 30 times a Cuban salary, okay? And yet somehow Cubans be living to be like 80 years old.
During that trip, there was massive blackouts.
Wonder how that is.
99% of the population was without power, including hospitals where ventilators weren't working, which resulted in deaths. But don't worry, Hassan and the other influencers who were staying at state-sponsored 5-star hotels, they had ample power to go out and party, which is something that he essentially bragged about during all of this. Well, that sort of smug attitude would disappear, where shortly after that trip, Hassan was subpoenaed by federal authorities for that trip, already sparking a lot of nerve.
Okay, so the United States government imposed unethical, immoral sanctions and embargoes on Cuba, which caused hospitals to shut down. Okay, this is undeniable. This is what happened. But you want to blame the people that went and, threw a little party in their neighborhood. That's the... those guys are the real problem. Yeah, man.
In the guy.
For sure.
But you know what? You reap what you sow. You want to LARP like you're some commie dictator type here. You know what? You should face the consequences that they get as well. Everything comes with a price when you start acting like this and doing egregious behavior. And he might feel completely immune to consequences, but it appears that might be coming to an end. Because a few days ago, it was reported that U.S. agents nabbed that Cuban operative who brought Hassan into Cuba. And make no mistake, he's nervous, okay? He likes to LARP like he's invincible while also LARPing like he's a victim. But this time, his demeanor has changed. Look at the face of Hassan as he's reading the related headline.
See, those two things are mutually exclusive. Right? That doesn't make any fucking sense. You can't say that he's doing both. At least not without providing some kind of evidence. Like, Hassan is scared of going to prison. He is very aware that the U.S. in the past has persecuted its political dissent. And guess what Hassan is? He is the political dissent. Okay, he is. And so it makes sense that the U.S. government might want to prosecute him. Because, he, represents a growing movement in this country. A socialist movement. Interesting.
Involving that operative. Here's his response live on Twitch.
What a fucking time to be alive. What a time to be alive.
That's right. What a time to be alive.
Speaking of you and Fox News, you were on it?
Piker.
Bro, Trump is going to put me in fucking prison. I swear to God, what the hell is going on? The McMorrow of Wisconsin has condemned you? Nice.
Condemned by another politician.
Amazing. Would have hit fucking 1930s Germany if we haven't already hit it, and these dumb fucks are still fucking complaining about. These dumb fucks. On the Democratic Party side are still complaining about people that the Trump administration is actively targeting.
By the way, he compared his experience to being in 1930s Germany. I mean, this guy is a rank 1 victim if I've ever seen one, ladies and gentlemen.
And they're also taking advantage of that active targeting because they also don't like us. Great.
Why are people calling we are not in 1930s Germany. This is nothing like that. This is nothing at all like that. Yeah, man. All right.
Big shower. I go live. And then I get hit in the face with, I'm on Smosh. My Smosh video's out. Venom's wins her lawsuit against H3H3. Turns out the State Department is like, actively pursuing some group that I guess like was also a part of the humanitarian aid mission that we did in Cuba that I didn't even know about.
Man, with that series of events, God truly has a sense of humor. This is absolutely hilarious. This guy, who feels like he's above consequences, is facing a very serious set of consequences, and he can't even LARP like he's not worried. He is worried, and it's very funny. Just look at the face of Hassan as he's discovering what's going on here. Look at the fear in his eyes. We have the feds involved, ladies and gentlemen, and he has done nothing but crap all over them and mock them and taunt them for years and years and years. Do you think they don't have a chip on their shoulder to go after someone who is involved in this entire set of circumstances, who played a role? He asked for this. He's getting exactly what he's been asking for. But yeah, like I said...
No, he didn't, man. He went to another country. And, like, he didn't even really do anything other than document what was going on. Like, he didn't, Hassan went to Cuba to interview people, to create a documentary about what was happening. He didn't even bring supplies over, like the Code Pink or whatever did. Okay, the other woke tards. And they shouldn't face any repercussions for doing that either. But, like, they actually, like, brought something over. You know, Hassan went there to create content, to advocate for what was happening to innocent people, to Cubans.
This is the update. What he
because
saw
of our
was the
government.
detaining of this operative. The update now is that the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, has terminated the legal status of that operative. And boy, it's going to get much more interesting, not only for that operative, but for Hassan as well. They've already expressed their intention to go after him. They already subpoenaed Hassan. So does he really think this is the end of the situation? I hope not, for his sake. I mean, it's a bad time to be named Hassan Piker. I mean, he has flown way too close to the sun for years now, and now he's fearing the results of his own actions. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. But Hassan's been coping so much on Twitter. We talked about this yesterday. Coming on and saying people on this website treat me like I'm the biggest villain, and I just want them to have healthcare, autonomy in their workplace, and for us to end our endless wars. And I thought this was very funny. There is a proposed note. I've never seen proposed notes like this, an absolute nuke. Look at all of the sources trying to back up this proposed note. Hassan has said many things that qualify as villainous or worse beyond just wanting healthcare. And then you see a whole list of examples, including his 9/11 comments, October 7 comments, and then just a quickfire round of other heinous behavior. I mean, I can only take a stab at to what it could be. What could Hassan have possibly done over the years to warrant such a suggestion and list of villainous behavior? And, well, we have plenty of examples directly provided in the quotes as well. I guess I'm so terminally online and so invested in this, I can recognize every single one of these. But, yeah, that is the situation, ladies and gentlemen. Hassan Piker is in some hot water, and absolutely no one, other than his sycophants, feel bad for him whatsoever. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams a week live here on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not going to do any of that shit.